Everybody knows that I'm breaking down. Everybody knows I ain't faking now. Everybody knows my heart's vacant now. Yeah, she hates me now, I made mistakes, but now I don't ever wanna be alone. I don't really ever feel at home. On my own, in the zone, that's the only way I know. Feeling low, about to blow back up. Here I won't ever let the doubt creep in. Gotta pop a couple more aspirin. I don't think I'll ever let you in. Easier to break it off as friends. I don't really understand myself. I don't really understand, need help. I don't wanna be left on the shelf. Couldn't even hear me if I yelled. It's so cold outside, I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold outside, I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold. Break down, always feel like I could break now, but I never let it.
Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. And today we have what if Gogeta took the place of Goku and what if Vegeito took the place of Vegeta. Part I forgot. And anyways, before we start, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly enjoy. Now shall we get started? Hoping to straight into the Zeno exhibition match. It'll just be everyone's counterparts who entered as in canon in this. Guess you call it fan fiction at this point. That being Super Boo, I forgot what I called him. So Ultra Boo, Gogeta, and Goku. Moving on. You know, to have a little fun, I just randomized the matchups, and here's what the randomizer told me to put down. Of course, I did not waste time actually making the matches since the outcome basically goes the same all win. Besides the difference of Lavender's poison not being able to affect... Lavender's poison not being able to affect Boo, Gogeta easily taking out Basil, and the Goku, not taking as long as to take out, I want to say Bergamo. To be honest, I really don't care for any three. One thing that would change is Gogeta's fight with Topo. And that, he beats Topo. Did he do that in canon? I've been reading too much of the Super manga recently. And here's basically our team for the Tournament of Power, Tournament of Power, actually, that's his name. Of course, Goku, Gogeta, and Vegeito, of course, obviously, basically same way as in canon. Goku and Piccolo, same as in canon. Roshi, Boo, and Krillin, about the same way as in canon, except for Boo doesn't fall asleep. Well, Goku isn't the same as in canon, not needing to regain former power. So, Besides that, there's also Super 17, Super 18, both recruited the same way as in canon, and Tien recruited the same way as in canon. Not much changes here. Up and over to Universe 6, Kaba still does go and recruit Kel and Khalifa, however... The two will get Super Saiyan God in this timeline, thanks to the Rich Roll, which would be easy to get. I mean, if they were able to be a part of it, Dragon Ball Legends, I don't see why not here. I mean, they were good enough. Oh yeah, the two are basically Super Saiyan Gods now. Moving on. Jumping straight into the tournament itself, Gogeta and Vegeito, basically go through the same motions of basically defeating all of Universe 9. The only battle that matters is against the Trio of Dangers, which goes as in canon. When 18 is fighting this guy, she's never off guard and is able to knock him out. I forgot his name and will not bother to remember it. Krillin is fighting Blind Wolf over here, who's also a name I will not bother to remember. He's actually able to knock him out with no trouble using the Kaioken. Can't forget if I had Krillin learn it, but guess he did. It's like this has lasted over 13 parts, I think. So when Frost comes to sneak up on him and knock him out, he is actually able to grab his tail and fight back. However, Frost being stronger here would be able to fight Krillin on the level of Krillin. And he would need 18's assistance to help him win. However, Frost will go into his fifth form, and once again the battle will be going basically evenly for a while. That is, until Krillin 18 use a combination attack. They never gave 18 a name attack in canon, so whatever, a random ki blast in the Kamehameha for Krillin, which would basically knock out Frost. Moving on. Well, technically, you can count the Destructo Disc as a name attack, but a few other changes. Gogeta and Kelly Fluff fight in Super Saiyan God for a while, instead of Super Saiyan 2, but just God forms. Still, Kel still goes berserk, and those shenanigans basically remain the same. Still leads to most of the Pride Troopers, ganging up on the poor girls. Ever with Super Saiyan God, the two are easily able to take all of them out, which also includes Barrier Girl. Or if you want 18 can take her out, I really don't care about this. It's just that anyone can take her out. Moving on to our Boo guy over here, he'll basically be taking care of everything Frieza does. Nothing much for him to do. Also providing heal ups for everyone. Yeah, he has the ability to heal. Even take out a few more opponents, none really notable, but he'd be there. Goku and Piccolo would be moving together, and they would debate, that one sniper guy. Well, he wasn't the sniper, he was the guy who did all the orbs. Yeah, they'd take him out. His orb blast wouldn't do jack squat to them, so he'll be easily taken out. Also, Tien's able to take out Sniper Guy without actually, getting himself out. That's just harsh. They did it to him in canon. We move on to Gogeta's first fight. Oh, wait. Before Gogeta's first fighting with Vegeta, him and Hit would still take on Dispo and some guy who doesn't matter enough for me to remember his name. And then would actually be able to get Dispo out too, along with String Guy. I think that was the thing, his gimmick. Strings that exploded too. So Dispo would actually be taken out early. Back to a person's name who's actually worth remembering, that being Jiren. Gogeta would still eventually go fight him, and that fight goes about better than canon actually. Gogeta being strong enough to at least force Jiren to actually fight back. If you know what I mean, if you get what I mean, actually fight back, as actually put up a fight. Shenanigans would still lead to Gogeta going Ultra Instinct Omen and would battle Jiren, and would do actually much more to Jiren in this timeline before fading out. However, would still fade out of Ultra Instincts and would be blasted away. Did I say instinct and be blasted away? But luckily we'll get a heal up from Boo over here, so he'd actually be in better shape than in canon. Piccolo and Gohan would take out, I think one of their names was Soundel, but I'll just call them the Universe 6 Namekians. And they would easily take them out, not really having much difficulty. Even with them all of them fused, even with their whole fuse with their entire race. Did they ever unfuse? Kaba fights Balloon Girl over here. That would actually be pretty easy for him in his base form, actually being able to take her out, not needing Super Saiyan 2 or Super Saiyan for that matter. Two people of no Kaba would encounter is Tien and Krillin, and they would actually have a fight. However, it would be painfully obvious that Tien and Krillin would be outclassed by Kaba in his base form. Even with the Kaioken, so the two would fuse. And we'll get Trillon, Crush. Ah, fuck it. Krillin. Krillin, as it Krill-E-N, not A-N as in T. Oh, fuck, you get it. Anyways, this feature would allow them to fight on Kaiba's level, actually making Kaiba have to go Super Saiyan God, once again regaining control of the battle. Of course, they would use Kaioken times at this point, 50. Let's just go with 50. And he would Krillin Han. On that, Krillin Han would use a forearm tri-beam, super tri-beam Kamehameha cannon. Why not? I make up these attack names as I go along. Kaiba would use a simple Gallic gun for a final beam struggle. And Kaiba would actually have more strength in the end and would actually be able to knock out the fusion. Why didn't I just call them that? Gogeta would fight the Universe 6 Saiyan girls. That fight doesn't change much from canon except for Gogeta's at full power and is able to do much better. Being able to handle things pretty well in just Super Saiyan Blue alone. And would completely take over the fight in Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. Of course, when all the chips are down, like in canon, the will pull out their secret weapon, Fusion. I could have just made them a fusion, actually. Could have saved a lot of time of putting together images. Because why not? We get Khalifa Blue. Khalifa Blue fights Gogeta Blue, and it is a good fight, and Gogeta, though, is defeated. That is until Omen comes back and he basically defeats Khalifa with no problem. Which would be nearly the end of Universe 6. Luckily, leaving Kaiba the only one at this point. Did I say Kaiba was the only one? I meant he was the only one until he would encounter Super Boo, who he would fight. You would skip to the thing, skipping straight to he would turn Super Saiyan God. However, anything he really tries to do to Boo doesn't work. He just regenerates it or bounces back any blast he launches at him. And with pretty much a blast of his own, Kaiba is eliminated, and so is Universe 6. Ironic to the end. Where things change is the showdown with Universe 11. Raza would be knocked out the same way as in canon. So the battle against Universe 11, which would include Roshi, Piccolo, and Boo and Goku all taking on Toppo. And of course, they would be winning the fight since it's kind of 4-on-1. This would cause Toppo to go into his God of Destruction form and basically would eliminate Roshi from the equation, getting him out of the tournament, and would leave Goku, give Goku no other choice than to go into full power, Mystic Blue, I think I called it. And basically, the fight will be Toppo basically destroying every one of their attacks until Boo would have the brilliant idea of just turning him into a milk dud. Fun fact, milk duds are my second favorite candy. But no one cares. And before he can eat them, luckily Piccolo throws the ball out. Before he eats them. So would he be disqualified? Technically, if you eat him, you're not killing him. Anyways, moving on to Super 17, Gogeta and Vegeito with all, I think I said that alright, would all be taking on Jiren, and that fight would go pretty well for the three. However, Jiren would be able to handle himself pretty well too. That is until everyone on the level would basically gang up on Jiren and start actually beating him. Which would make Jiren angry and would force him into full power. and can go into full power with no shirt. And so it'll be basically Jiren knocking everyone around about how it did in canon when everyone was left to fight Jiren. However, thanks to Boo's healing, he would be able to keep everyone in and keep them all going at Jiren, which would start to wear him down, but not by much. So Jiren would focus his efforts on him and would take out Boo, eliminating him. Boo would try using his candy beam, even try absorbing him. However, he would dodge the beam and destroy whatever piece of flesh, substance, gum he tries to get on him. Gogeta and Vegeta would eventually come up with a plan and would leave telling everyone to hold them off for at least a good minute, few seconds. So it'll just be Super 17, Goku, and Piccolo left, who would all, well, not be in the best of conditions. However, Super 17's barriers would come in helpful of keeping everyone from getting eliminated. Barely. Luckily, before Jiren could eliminate anyone, Gogeta would make his return and would basically come to fight Jiren. Actually knocking him back, not actually in his base, it's just that I want to do the base picture. So would turn Blue Evolution Kaioken and would begin battling Jiren. The battle will basically be Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku versus Jiren, and eventually Gogeta would come out on top, but however not having the form explode him would actually eliminate Jiren, winning the tournament. And Gogeta is the one who gets the wish. Can you guess what it is? Revive every universe that was, erased. And that would basically be it. Hopefully you enjoyed the semi-finale. Kind of hard to believe next part this is going to be over. I've had a lot of fun with this series. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and see you in what will most likely be the finale.